Hi, this is Tomasz. I'm the CTO of VirtDB, and today I will show you how you can install VirtDB Data Unfolder on an SAP system. So, this is the installation guide for the product. Let's start what we have here, this chapter. Okay, so here we have prerequisites. Today I'll install this add-on on an S/4HANA system. So the first step is you have to execute transaction saint, which is the add-on installation tool. So you have to upload the packages. Now I have everything on the front end, but of course you can copy everything to the application server as well. So let's go to here, delivery, and I choose this one. This is the core package, and we'll have some support packages as well. So I select the first one. Now it's uploading the file from my PC to the HANA instance. Okay, let's decompress it, and it's done. Obviously, I also want to upload all the patches, so this will take a few more clicks. Actually, I want to install the latest version that's available. Okay, so now I've uploaded all support packages to the application server, so now we can start. The system proposes the system component, the software components that should be installed. So let's start with the first one, VDB. We strongly recommend to install the second one only if the first one is installed successfully. So I press continue. Okay, here you can see the target support package. Of course, it should be the latest one. Press continue again, continue. There's nothing special. There are no modification, adjustment transports. So let's start everything in dialog. It will be pretty quick. Okay, so here we get a message that the support packages are not digitally signed. You can ignore this. This is fine. You can see that here that the add-on installation is currently going on. It's doing the test import. This takes a few minutes. Just be patient. Okay, so after 2 or 3 minutes, the add-on was successfully imported. So you can press finish. Alright, we don't need to send this information, so we're done. Good. So also we can do the same for the second component. This is basically required for working with ABAP reports as data sources. So if you only want to export tables and views, then you don't need this add-on, but now I will install this, of course, as well. We do the same thing. There is no support package for this component, so just press continue, continue, no, and start the same process. Again, it's not signed digitally, so just ignore this. And again, this will take a few minutes to install. Okay, so again, this add-on was imported as well, so let's finish. We're done. Okay, so let's see what else we have to do. This was the first part, installing the add-on using the transaction saint. Okay, activation of BC sets. It's important to emphasize that the technical installation was carried out in client 000. However, we will log into the system here into client 100. So this is where we're gonna work. This client has some data. So in order to install or activate the VC sets, you have to go to transaction SCPR20, and then we can search for VirtDB VC sets. So these three that are the ones you have to install. Let's start with the first one. Activate. Okay, let's have a new transport request like VirtDB installation. Good. Okay, just press OK. It's done. So let's do the same for all the others. Number range. Okay, and also let's have the third one. Okay. Good. So let's see what else we have to do. We have to modify the system menu in order to have the extra buttons available for the users. So you can do this in transaction SC41. You have to modify the menu for program menu syst. This status should be MEN. So that's what we're gonna change. So of course this is a system user interface, that's part of every screen, so you have to be careful. We also get this pop-up informing about foreign namespaces. This is fine. You will not have to ask for an object key from SAP to do this modification. So let's maintain everything in the original language. Okay, modification assistant pop-up. It's fine. So let's go to the menu bar and double click on system, and next to the status we want to add the new menu item. So of course, yeah, this will be used in a lot of different screens. So let's just continue and add VirtDB add-ons. Again, double click here, and now you have to add the menu items. So let's see what we have here. Okay, it's VDB set and display. Okay, so program settings and VDB display, right? Yep. Data Unfolder. Okay. So again, press the right, and let's have some settings for each menu item. You should choose H, as it will be a help menu. And you can set a fast path to have a keyboard shortcut. That's icons will never be displayed here, so you don't need to fill that. Okay, here we have Fiori usage. You can leave that on the default stuff. So let's press OK. Again, same for here. You have to select H. You can specify fast path here as well. It's also optional. Press OK. So now let's save. Let's put it in another transport request. This is a workbench request. The previous one, customizing. So OK. So once you've done this, you have to activate these. First of all, you have to activate the system menu itself, the object, but you also have to activate the statuses. So you have to go to extras function, activate functions in multiple statuses. Yeah, this one, and you have to choose list and MEN. There is a bug in the standard program, so you have to activate it in multiple statuses, even more statuses, but those are not listed here yet. So I will copy again. Oops, not this one, but do the same for this menu item. Okay, save, activate, good. Let's go out, and here you have to also do this for MEN UC, which is for the Unicode menu. You go to change mode again, the same pop-up. sorry, it's not the MEN, it's the list UC, which is Unicode list. And here you will also have only have to refer to the existing one. So if you enter VirtDB and ONS, then you ask if you want to create a new one or a reference, and just choose reference. Everything will be here. But you also have to do this activation of statuses. Alright, so save, activate, that's it. Depending on your system, you might have to do this for Fiori related statuses as well. Fiori list UC, and Fiori MEN. Let's do the same. Okay. And for some reason now you can see we see 3 more statuses, so something is not good here in the standard menu painter, but anyway, we'll activate everything. Alright, good. So right now this does not appear here. You have to open a new window. So once the new window is open, you will have all the extra features here. Okay, program settings and data unfolder. So let's go back to the installation guide. Here you have the detailed instructions about modifying the menu. Next stuff is to activate the product itself. So you have to use this transaction /n VDB settings. So this is used for activating the enhancements for the ABAP reports. Just create a new record, tick this checkbox, and here select. Do we have this function module? Okay, so this will be fine. Let's press save and see what's the next thing to do. Okay, installation of the license key. So depending on your system ID and installation number, we generate a license key for you, and we send it along with the delivery kit, and that's what you have to import using this transaction. So here you enter the product key, which is data unfolder in this case, and I'll copy and paste the key in a second. Okay, so this key is sent in a text file. I just paste it here and press execute. You can see that the license was successfully installed, so you can use the product in the system. Okay, the next part is setting up user authorizations. So we deliver 3 roles, one for end user, one for power users, and one for administrators. Now I will not go into details about this because this is a very usual task in every SAP client. So my user runs with SAP all in this test system. So, but we of course will have detailed information. Alright, so the next thing that I'd like to show you is setting up a simple file interface, and for that you have to go to this chapter, this one. So there are 2 transactions that you have to maintain, this one and another one, which is, this one. So it's /n/pdb/db_cust. So this transaction allows you to set up interfaces. If you create a new entry like file should be sufficient. It's a test file interface. The function module, so this should be let's look for that file interface. It's perfect. Here you can set some additional settings for this, but this is a bit misleading because this is a generic transaction, meaning it has some values that's not relevant for every interface, so you can leave these basically on any setting. There are two more fields that you have to maintain, which is this one, and I believe into its file. Yeah, sure. Okay, so let's save, and let's proceed to the next transaction, which is /n/vdb/file cast. Okay, and here we also have to create a new entry. Now we select the entry that we've created in the previous transaction, and here we have to maintain the download directory. So let's figure out what we have here. So this is a Linux-based system. We can use maybe the temporary folder. Column names, okay, let's have an option 4. We have all the descriptions of these fields in the installation guide. So this one is, this transaction is the one which is relevant for the file interface regarding the CSV, field separator, date format, decimal separator, let's say dot and no thousand separators. This is regarding JSONs. We also can set up different naming conventions, but I will keep all these empty. So I press save. So we're all set. Let's start to extract some data. Okay, so let's start transaction /n/vdb/mde, which is the mass data extractor, which can help you to extract tables and views. So now we'll go with the single-threaded extraction of table KCDOCA, which contains accounting documents. We'll select the file interface that we've just maintained. We select the file type, which should be CSV. Output mode should be 1. That stands for creating a new file. And once this is fine, you just save this as a variant like CSV test. Save. Then you press schedule extraction. Now you're taken to the standard SAP job scheduler. So you just give this a name, start condition. Let's start it immediately. Press save, and that's it. Let's see what happens here. If we go to the job monitor, we should see. Okay, so let's refresh. You can see it's active. Actually, it was delayed. I had to kill some long-running background jobs which were occupying the background work processes, but you can see that it's doing its job. Okay, so it looks like it finished in 44 seconds. So let's check the job log. You can see that all the almost 25,000 records were exported. So let's see how it looks like. It should be in temporary directory. And here we go. So here we have a metadata file which shows you all the different fields which are in this table. This can be useful for your external systems. Here we have a log about what happened, so this is the same with the job log. Here we have a flag file that is generated after the export is finished, and of course here we have all the data. So you can see that we've just installed the product in a couple of minutes. We just set up a simple file interface and it runs really good. So this was the first video. I will show you some advanced features with integration to SQL Server and Tableau in upcoming videos. So thanks for watching.